welcoming another Assembly member. Her name is Carmen Arroyo. Assemblywoman Carmen Arroyo is also hails from the Bronx, and she is quite a dynamo. I asked her to please join us briefly, and Assemblywoman Carmen Arroyo, born on the island of Puerto Rico. Buenas noches, welcome. Buenas noches, Carmen. Now I've got to tell you, yo estoy bien, gracias a Dios, y espero que tú también. So thank you for joining us and briefly. Gracias a ti. Assemblywoman, you have been tomorrow.
Sorry, it's just if you could speak into the mic.
Yeah, there you go. There's a particular event. I mean, we can talk politics, but one of the things that I like about you, and you did chair this conference for 2 consecutive years, right? And you did excellent work. But one of the things that the Assemblywoman does that I love, she has a luncheon tomorrow that's called Entre Nosotras, and it's between us, and it's talking about women. It's a women-sponsored luncheon. It's run by women, and they honor each other, they recognize each other, and it was her brilliant idea, and we were talking. So tell us why the need to have an Entre Nosotras luncheon within this conference.
Well, when I was first elected 21 years ago, and I came here as the first Puerto Rican woman ever elected to one state assembly, there were a lot of professional Hispanic women here in Albany, in all the groups, the racial groups, all Hispanics. And they saw me as a person that they can talk to, and we discussed the issues that they had, that the machos didn't allow them to participate, but use them for campaigns and raise funds. And we sit down and we said, well, let's do something for ourselves. One thing that we can do after 2 or 3 months of working together every week, we decide we have to recognize ourselves. Los machos are not going to do it. We have to do it ourselves. Then we start recognizing the women that was at front in all the areas. And since then, 21 years ago, I remember that the first woman that we recognized was Olga Mendez.
Olga Mendez, may she rest in peace.
That's right.
State Senator Olga Mendez, who was the first Puerto Rican woman elected stateside to the Senate.
Senate. Then, since then, we continue every year. We incorporate at that time, the president of the SOMOS El Futuro was Hector Diaz.
Hector Diaz.
And Hector says, no, let's bring the organization as part of SOMOS El Futuro. And the speaker says, yes, should be part. They never gave us money. We had to raise the funds ourselves. And every year we recognize Hispanic women all over the state.
So you're also an Assembly member. I just wanted the background on that, and the fact that you come from the Bronx. You started in politics at a late point. You supported a lot of men, got them elected, selling pasteles. We'll explain what pasteles is later, just raising funds for them. But it wound up that you then got elected. Now you're dealing with the budget. I think Ashley has some questions with regards to the budget, because I know you're in the thick of all of that.
Well, I have no problems working with budgets, because when I came here, I was an administrator already. I served 24 years in a community school board as president, and I knew what a budget is and how to work a budget. And year after year, when the budget comes, I bring my issues from my community and get my money.
Ashley?
For my community.
Since we're on the women's issues, what are your thoughts on the breakup of taking apart the Women's Equality Act and passing these bills individually? Do you think it's a good thing? Would you like to see the Women's Equality Act stay together as a package?
Well, as a package, it's difficult to do it for different reasons. Mm-hmm. I think that one of the problems that we have is that we have people, for example, that doesn't believe in birth control, that doesn't believe in abortion, and there are individuals that are elected, but they bring their religious belief together with their actions. They shouldn't. I don't believe in abortion, but I support the women that need an abortion.
Right.
Because there are so many that need it, and there are so many that cannot afford to pay for it.
Right.
There's so much abuse. But there are legislators that doesn't do that. go merely in the religious belief. I respect that.
I'm going to call you Carmen, but Assemblywoman Arroyo is actually a poet. She's written poetry books. So do you have a preview of what poem you're going to say tomorrow? Because you don't always do something. You have a small sample of the... What's your favorite poem? Give me algo patriótico. Go ahead in Spanish so you can sign off, so we can say goodbye. Algo de la patria.
Puerto Rico, agradezco a Dios que me diera la dicha de haber nacido en uno de tus bellos campos y de poderme sentir hija de Puerto Rico.
Gracias. Gracias. Muchas gracias,
Thank you for
Carmen.
joining us.
Thank you so much.